Hello, my name is Luke. I come from Liverpool in England. My friend here wants to say something, wants to make a few comments about the opportunities for young people to learn various sports in schools. And he also wants to make his point that young people should have more opportunity to learn more sports and to be taught more sports in schools other than the most popular majority sports like football, cricket, rugby, etc. And he actually believes that the young people of today should have an opportunity to learn less popular sports or minority sports, including the likes of baseball, American football, etc. Okay, I'll hand you over to him. Go ahead.
Hi, my name's Alexander, and one of my ideas is that I really feel strongly about the rights for people in schools, colleges, universities, etc. I mean, we should have the same rights that a lot of more people have in these days, like the rights to play American football if they want, instead of just being sort of bound to just playing, soccer and things like that. I think they should have all equal rights for everybody, including disabled people should obviously have the same rights as everyone else. It's obviously costly up to a point, but I think it can be done because...
Yeah, can I just make a quick point there? I think the main value is to the teaching of a greater variety of sports in our schools and our colleges is that in smaller schools, obviously, they're not going to have the teachers available, or they're not going to have enough teachers available to allow the teaching of such minority sports. But basically, maybe a solution to this problem could be that more PE teachers could be recruited, or there could be like a big recruiting drive to get more sports coaches into schools, like people that actually, or coaches who actually coach that particular sport. For example, like you mentioned American football, you mentioned football, to go into schools and teach the kids and to give some of their time to teach children.
Yeah, I actually used to be part of, when I actually, for a short time, I took part in some stuff that went on in the Liverpool University, and there's certainly a lot of facilities there. There's certainly in a lot of the colleges. My old college that I went to, Riversdale, was limited up to a point on what you could do. They did have things like basketball. Certain things were upgraded, certain things needed to be upgraded there, computerised. There certainly was things that could have been improved. Unfortunately now it's
can I just make a point there? I remember playing basketball in school. When I was in school, when I was in Speak Comp, especially when I was in Speak Comprehensive School, I remember playing basketball. We did play basketball. We didn't actually play proper basketball games, but we actually bounced the ball around as part of our PE lesson. We didn't actually play any tournaments, but we did. It was like bouncing the ball around and sort of throwing the ball into the net and things like that. And we also played cricket and we played football. The thing was that we didn't actually play rugby, I'm just saying, because a lot of schools in Liverpool don't play rugby because Liverpool is considered to be like a football-dominated city. So that's another one of the opportunities, if they want to, children who live in Liverpool or people in schools who live in Liverpool should have an opportunity to be able to play sports like rugby, even though they're actually considered a minority sport in our city.
A lot of people back in my college days there, although we're all for it, sort of voted for the same, they wanted the same thing as me in Students' Union. So it would have gone by, the people for Alexander Ormond basically, and many people took part, many people did, but unfortunately not a lot got changed because Wally, somebody's name who was actually around the place, wasn't happy about. The money wasn't there to fund it, etc.
So basically they were tight on funds.
Yeah, they were tight on funds.
And not limited what they could provide in terms of facilities and training.
Yeah, but actually, more people can kind of sponsor a lot of these things. And
yeah, that's a good idea.
The money, and let the money be used.
You could have local
for us.
businesses in the area sponsoring sports in schools. You could even have the local supermarkets like Tesco's or Asda. For example, I'm an Everton supporter. I am a Royal Everton supporter, and Everton are thinking about teaming up with Tesco's to build a new stadium in Kirkby. So obviously, supermarkets like Tesco's have a lot of links with sport already, so they could well link up with educational sporting endeavours, because they do have links to schools already. They have a major computers for schools program in helping IT equipment or paying for IT equipment to go into schools, and they've had that for a long time. So I don't see why not they should also do a special program to fund sports equipment in schools and PE equipment in schools as well.
I'd also like to just basically send my thanks to somebody who really made a difference with the college opportunities, and that was a man known as Graham Johnson.
Oh yeah.
And Graham Johnson
was he actually from Riversdale College?
Yeah.
The old Riversdale College.
And he'd done the outdoor pursuits groups and stuff and the sports with people.
That sounds pretty interesting.
And he was a very good mentor for people, and Graham never really got that much praise really, but he was a great guy, and I just want to say thanks to him if he knows that he'd done a great job for being a lot of other people who are interested in those things in the college. And it'd be great if Graham could even, if he still got working, that he could
by outdoor pursuits, you mean things like orienteering and canoeing,
rock climbing and
rock climbing, good orienteering, where you try to find your way around and navigate with a map and a compass.
And I just want to say as well, one thing I can sort of praise is I can praise Greenbank College. Is a fantastic college where my friend here goes to, and my girlfriend also goes to, and it's a great college. I've been myself. I used to go to sports academy there. They've got great facilities.
There's fantastic facilities. The sports academy is probably one of the best facilities of its kind in the city of Liverpool. They have like a big sports hall, and they have basketball tournaments there, and they have facilities for people in wheelchairs as well, and they really do provide well for people that have disabilities or are disabled. They have fantastic facilities. They also have special bikes and special that people in wheelchairs can actually use, so they can enjoy cycling as well. And they also they have wheelchair basketball tournaments there, so they really have put disabled people first at Greenbank College, and that's one of the things I am really proud of that they have actually done.
And also, I just like to also thank people who've given hope. Is a man called Chris, who worked with the Bridge Chapel for quite a while, who's also done a lot of stuff, helping a lot of people, who's an ex-army guy, and he's also helped a lot of people to take part in a lot of sports, and I think that's a very good thing what he's done. He's given people a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, sounds great. Actually, it's coming up. It's actually coming up to 9 minutes on this video now, so I'll have to because on YouTube there was a restriction to videos below 10 minutes in length, so I'll have to go now. But I'm just saying it is good to show that young people get opportunities because it gets them away from other undesirable things like drugs and crime and things like that as well. So what do you think about that? Just to say one more thing before we finish.
I totally agree, yeah, and myself, I agree. Alexander, as I am, so long.
Okay.